From us damn street niggas, we ain't really comfortable with all of that thing. So we just trying to say,
do what you do, baby.
yeah, I want congrats. I seen to come up through the mud. You feel me?
Real.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I used to be top. I'm one of the ones. When that nigga said he had a phone, his whole joke, and I'm looking at the screen like preach. Cause I was on the phone with him, you feel me? So you know what I'm saying?
It's P Another General to Nola P Podcast to keep your body clean, huh? Yeah. What's jam, Jip?
I see you. How y'all doing? It's a beautiful day out here. Pretty cold, but we're getting used to it.
Well, I don't think we can never get used to it down here in New Orleans, you hear me? How you doing today, bro? Look, I hope you're having a very Nola day so far. You understand me? It's 1 o'clock where you at, noon where I'm at. Time to get into this real shit. You ready?
Reporting live from Dallas, Texas. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, let them know your name, brother.
Yo, I go by Jintior Sieni. Yeah, a lot of people call me Young, but I go Sieni Entertainment. Jintior Sieni.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I
sir.
know
All right.
it's
Go ahead.
it's a pretty strange name, and my name is originally it's an African name. I'm from Africa, Cameroon to be precise, and I hope I get to teach the world how to call my name.
You got to teach me first.
Okay.
All right. So, what sparked your interest in the music?
Music has been part of my family thing. We have been so involved with the music thing. I grew up in a house where everybody's so involved in either music or production, entertainment. So our family is a family which is known for their involvement in entertainment. We grew up writing songs, poems, doing production from a little age, doing dance challenges. So I couldn't escape. I think it's a calling. So I'm just
Yeah.
enjoying every little bit of it.
Yeah. Okay, so who you vibe to in your younger days? You know what I'm saying? Who you listen to before you started doing the music?
I'll be honest with you. I listened to Bob Marley. He was a real big deal back then, especially in Africa where I grew up in. Um, I listened to Tupac, Notorious B.I.G. You know, everybody loves their music. And who else? Um, Jay-Z, Nas. Because I know Americans don't know this, but hip hop is a big deal in Africa. A lot of Africans really love the rap music and the hip hop music. And even though we have the Afro beat, which is taking waves right now, but we still fuck with American music, the rap music, hip hop, and all the way through.
Yes, sir. So you say you are originally from Africa, but now you in Dallas. What was the reason for the move? How long have you been here? And has it been a big culture shock for you?
I came here back in 2010, and um,
You might mute.
um, yeah, I know I had my little niece. She was out here. So I came here in 2010 from Cameroon. I moved to Dallas, Texas. I stayed in Texas for 2 years, and then I went to Florida. I've been staying in Florida since 2012, and I've never left because I love it. Florida has the tropical climate. The climate in Florida, it reminds me of the one we have back home. We have that same island tropical vibe, so it's a beautiful place, and it's just perfect for me. And I came to America because of my family had moved from Cameroon based on some political, it's a long story, but my parents got killed in Africa,
Sorry.
and yeah, my mom and my dad and my little brother, they all passed away. I have two brothers in America. One is in Atlanta, the other one is in Texas. Texas. I have a
Shout out to
sister
bro.
in Canada, and I have yeah, and I have just one little sister who is back in Africa, and I'm trying my best to have her come out here and join us. But it is what it is, you know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, give us a little insight on your upbringing, your trials and tribulations, and just your how you came up in Africa. How is it coming up in Africa?
Okay, I'll make this as plain as possible. You in Africa, we
Nah,
grew up
you
in
ain't gotta
the
live, you know what I'm saying? Run it how you wanna run it, you heard me? Don't come on here being humble, you heard me?
okay. In Africa, we grew up in the we community. It is more like our, us, we. You understand me?
Yeah.
So, okay, let's for instance, we grew up in this is our bedroom. This is
Mm.
our toy. This is our plate. You feel me? So it makes us be so united and you get to live with your brother like one. But in America, it's not the same thing because in America, it's more like my. This is my room. This is my toy. This is my, me. And it's it's a lot different from what I grew up to, because even when you go to the ghetto in America and you see the poor kids on Christmas, they are sure to have a plate, my plate. This is my room, or this is my bed, like my toy. So no matter how bad it is, they have, like, you know what I mean. It's a lot. It's a lot different. Because even the poor kids, they grow up to be more independent and grow up living in a my community. Because in America is the Ubuntu. For us, everybody, we come together and live, and life is a lot easier. We support one another. You lift your brother up, and it makes things real easier.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep.
So, before we get into music, you recently had an accident, right? You want to get into that, or you know what I'm saying? You want to get straight into the music?
Yeah, I'll talk a little bit about it, and I'll break. Like, I had an accident, and I had my left eye. I had glass cut me. I had what they call corneal laceration. I had shattered glass got in my eye and cut my left eye, and from right now, I can't really see. I don't want to scare you guys. I'm out here looking like I can't see off my left eye. And I went through the first surgery. I had 10 stitches in there. I still have 8 more stitches to go. They have to take out the stitches, and I have to do a transplant. And it's a process. It might take me some time, but hopefully I get to see again from my eye.
Man, look, as we have the Two Nola podcast, we praying for your dog, and we hope everything, you know what I'm saying, go right with that, and you get your sight back in your left eye. Has that hindered your career in any way?
Appreciate you, my brother.
It's all good, baby.
Actually, it has, because it made me appreciate life a lot more. Because it took me a really long time just sitting in a dark room after my accident. I couldn't see anything but darkness, so I had enough time to reflect, look at my life from different angles, look at the past, things I did wrong, and how I can make things better. And it changed my music too,
God got a way of getting
because
your
before the
attention, huh?
accident, my music was a little, yeah, the music was a little bit wild and a little bit more club banging and more, you know. But now my music, I can say it's a lot more responsible, more grateful. You hear more gratitude in my music. You hear more, you know, maturity. I'm a bigger person mentally than I was before the crash, and I'm thankful for life.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, besides your accident, what's your motivation when you sit down, you put the pen to the paper, and you start writing, right? What's your motivation that
Yeah.
goes into your music?
The voices of the unheard, because
Mm.
around. I've seen things. I've seen situation. I've seen people. I could tell 1,000 stories. I've seen people come up to me and tell me their problems and challenges, and the ones I've seen myself too, growing up as an orphan in Africa. See my brother struggle with me, not having a mom around to, protect and provide. I mean, like parents around to be there for you makes you, you know, makes you exposed, like leaves you exposed to certain challenges in life. And if you don't have people around to guide you, protect you, and like educate you, look out for you, it's easy to fall into certain situations that could really mess up your life. So when I walk around, I see life challenges. I'm inspired by the struggle, you know, the pain, and life in general. If you go through my songs, you realize that every song has a different vibe because every song has a different story behind it. Yeah, that I enjoy every single moment, try to get the best out of every situation, and I just put it all in the music and share with the world.
At what point did you start taking the music serious?
Music had always been a hobby, what I mean? So when I came to America, I had the resources to actually put tapes down, put my tape down, record it, and share with the world, and be able to produce my imagination and my inspirations, like bring it out. So after doing music for so many years, like almost all my life, I just felt like sharing it with the world. It was about time. That was back in, say, like 2014.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was early. Yeah, I just decided to take it to the next level. I started as a sound engineer. I started doing beats for other people, and from beat production, I started writing. I started writing, um, and sometimes you write songs for people who maybe they don't show up in the studio, or maybe yeah, they don't feel the vibe like you do. So you're forced to go in there and do it yourself. You always have to be ready to do certain things yourself. So I go in there and do it myself. And being a tech guy, I'm into IT too. So I do production, music video production. I do animation videos and flyers and other cool stuff. I just had to put everything together. I had to put the music and the video production and the clothing line. Being a fashion designer myself, I was just trying to put everything in the box and make it um, more presentable for my consumers, for my supporters, for my fans. So it's
I
been a
fuck with.
journey. It's been a
Mm-hmm.
journey, and I'm enjoying every single bit of it. It's been a learning experience. We're learning, you know, and we're meeting new people. I'm learning new skills every day. I so I'm enjoying every bit of it. It's
I
quite a
fuck with
good
that.
experience.
I fuck with that.
I'm
So
from,
well, go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
I'm coming from Cameroon. I speak French and English, so French is my first language. I know when I came to America, I used to get a lot. Yo, man, your accent, man. Where you from, man? You got the
I
accent.
get the same thing coming from New Orleans. You hear me? I get the same thing. I feel the vibe. I feel the vibe.
And certain people will think, hey, yo, man, where you from? You from Jamaica? Wagwan, man, you Jamaican? And if I don't feel like explaining, I'll be like, yeah, I'm from Jamaica. You know, after we had the Black Panther came out and the Wakanda thing came out, and Africans started being more proud of their own identity. We started being like, hey, yeah, man, I'm African, man. I'm from Africa and I'm proud of it, man. So, yeah, so take it or leave it.
Yes,
So I
damn. I
speak
fuck with that. I fuck with
an
that.
average,
So,
an average African speaks three
mm,
languages.
mm,
Everybody in Africa speaks more than one language. I speak five. You know what I
what are
mean?
all the languages that you speak, Jake?
English, French, a little bit of Spanish, and then patois, and then we have the pidgin. That one is a breaking. Like Cameroon is a very special country. I'll talk a little bit about Cameroon. Cameroon. We first had the Portuguese in Cameroon, and then we had the Germans. The Germans they colonized
Mm-hmm.
Cameroon. So the first language we started using language as the official language in Cameroon. And after the
Mm-hmm.
First World War, the British and the French they won the Germans. So they took all the German colonies and they shared it to the British and the French like trust territories. So Cameroon was one of those. So Cameroon went from German to English and French. So eventually, Cameroon became a trust like a bilingual country because we were like 80% French and 20% English. And we have the Creole, like the broken Cameroon language, which is a combination of German, English, and French, and with some native dialects. So it is a unique language only in Cameroon.
Where exactly did your love for your craft come from?
From home, from Africa. When I came to America, I didn't appreciate the African culture and our craft and art and everything as much as I do now. You know, because when I came out of Africa and I got to America and I started recognizing certain values that we have and so many things we take for granted. So I started being more like, hey, you know what? I want to identify myself like this person. I want to be able to celebrate and embrace who I am. And every experience that I've gone through, I've been through, has made me to be this person right now. So I'm not only African now because I have the American culture in me. I have the French, I have the British, and putting all this together, you come up with something
Gumbo
special,
pot.
and that's me.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Exactly.
sir. Yes, sir. So, what song did you write that you realized I'm about to go somewhere with this shit?
I have a song take touchdown. Watch me
Mm-hmm.
touchdown. Watch me touchdown. Eh?
Yeah,
So
I fuck with that.
that's that song was a freestyle though. It was a freestyle. I was with my brother in the car. We could blow this up, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Hey, bro, I have this song. What do you think about it?" So I run the hook, and it's like, "Oh man, I like it." And I have so many songs that I haven't even recorded yet. So I usually sing them to the people around me, and based off their reaction, I
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and produce the song and the video. So when I did touchdown every time, when I did the freestyle for my brother, he's like, "Man, I like it." And what was good is we actually recorded it. So I went back over the video. I'm like, okay, I like these verses. I like this one right here. I could just do something with it. And I went ahead and coming from a family where sports is a big deal. We're very athletic. I have a little brother who plays, a little nephew who plays football.
Shout
In
out
Yep, his name is Alan Jojo Stiani.
to Salute.
He's, he's a badass salute. And I play soccer myself. You know, so sport is a big deal, and touchdown is a combination of sports and entertainment. If you look at it, because I'm paying homage to Mike Tyson, I'm like uppercut Tyson touchdown, uppercut Ali. I'm paying homage to the great Muhammad Ali. You know what I mean? And of course, Tom Brady. Tom Brady he was in Tampa. The Buccaneers when I did that song. So I was like, "Hey, yo, man,
Wait,
salute to
hold
Tom
up,
Brady."
wait, hold up. You know we got smoke with the Bucks now. You know the Saints got smoke with the
And they
Bucks.
just had,
We can't. We don't mess with Brady down here. Brady, you know what I'm
hey, man,
saying?
come
But
on though.
we all
We
he
had
is a
they
great
had
athlete.
Dabu Kong. Dabu Kong, Sue.
Yeah.
Sue is from Cameroon too. He was playing with them from the same team, bro, and that was my city. You know what I mean? And he
Okay.
came through, and just the year he came through, he gave them a Super Bowl. Come on, he gave them a ring. So I had to like salute. Feel me? Yeah,
No,
I know,
ain't
man.
no
It's
salute.
fun.
No All right, look,
Hey,
I'm gonna give it up to him. He's a great athlete. He ain't no Drew Brees now, but he's a great athlete. You heard me? And shout out to Tom Brady, man. Shout out to Tom Brady. You heard me? So, how many songs you think? how, uh, how many songs you think you've written all together since you first started?
I got like 50 songs because I don't only write for myself. I write for
Mm,
other artists too.
mm,
And I don't only write in English. I write in French. I do
mm.
poquito español. I do un peu de français. I just yes. But my songs for myself, I have a list. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot.
I feel you. I
But
feel you. Okay, so
yeah,
which song that you wrote means the most to you?
I have a song I did for
Oh
my
yeah, I'm gonna
parents a
make you
long
think.
time.
I'm gonna make you
I
think.
did a long time ago, and it was so I put so much feel to it, like because I was singing to my parents, and but I'm not gonna go into that. I'll just do "Stay Woke." I did my most recent song, "Stay Woke," and
That's my
it's
favorite song from you. By the way, that's
it's
my favorite
very
song from you.
lyrical. You know what I mean? That's the only song I've released after my accident, my eye accident. And when I was on that bed, I was writing that. I wrote that verse in my mind even before I went down to drop it. And the verse was so
Mm-hmm.
long. I only got to put just like half of it. And they were like, "Yo, man, that song is so hard. I don't want you to do so much on it and spoil it." Because I'm like broken promises, old nemesis, been reckless since Genesis.
Genesis,
We've been reckless since
yeah.
Genesis. Even the black race, like a people, we've taken so much for granted that has led us to this situation right now. If we've been
Speak on it.
enslaved for 400 years, or if we've gone through all the struggle that we've been through, is because we have been reckless. And you know what's crazy? Right
What's
now,
great?
we at the era of information. It is so much information on the internet available for everybody. It is crazy that some people are still ignorant. Do some
Mm.
research, learn about your history, learn about yourself, learn about where you came from, learn about your neighbor, learn about anything, bro. You have
Talk
enough
about it.
information to build a spaceship.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. Talk about it.
enough
Yes, sir.
information. So when you say we've been reckless since Genesis, you're talking about the whole race and our whole struggle and how we've been suffering from the days of the biblical wars and the revolution and everything, and we're here now. You know, broken promises, old nemesis, been reckless since Genesis. They're trying to have me leave the premises. When I said they're trying to have me leave the premises, that was when Kanye was going through what he was going through, and they had him leave the store. Was it? You remember it just happened? Was it the Skechers store? What was that? That he was in there and they had the security had to escort him out. They said he came in there, he was unannounced, and they had to make him leave the premises. They actually had to
You
force him
talking
out.
about
And I was talking
Kanye?
about all the other minority.
You talking
Yeah,
about Kanye? I think that was his story. The Yeezy.
about Kenny.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know what you're talking
No,
about.
I
I know what
think
you're talking
it's not even the Yeezy store. I think it was probably Skechers. You could look it up. I think it was
about. Okay.
probably the Skechers store that he said he went in there. He didn't have an appointment. He went in there. He was unannounced. So
Mm-hmm.
they had to make him leave the premises. No, they make me leave the premises. So I thought about him and all the other black people who they are forcing out of, or the minority people that they force out of the premises, or it could be a park, or it could be a building, or it could be somewhere, and they're like, "Hey, what you doing here?" And they trying to have you leave just because of who you are. Like so many people have been victims. You know what I mean? Yeah. So they come and be like, "Hey, you need to leave. Sorry, sir, you can't be here." You know, trying to have me leave the premises. I'm like, you don't got to tell me twice. You don't got to emphasize feeling like Pegasus.
See, that's my shit, yeah. I fuck with that song,
Traveling the
yeah.
open
That,
seas,
yeah.
feeling like Pegasus.
Mm. Right,
Yeah.
right. Okay,
Like I
so
don't care. No matter what you're saying, you're making me leave, but I'm still floating, and I'm like, Pegasus.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. You
Yeah,
recently released a couple of singles,
yeah,
"Elephant in the Room," "Touchdown," and "Stay Woke." Right?
yes, sir.
Uh, are those? Give me some insight
Yeah.
on. Well, you just did, but are those off of an upcoming LP, mixtape, album? You just dropping singles.
I was dropping singles, but I'm trying to do my first album, which is called Illegal Alien. Coming to
Mm-hmm.
America like as an illegal alien. No
Mm-hmm.
papers, no passport, none of that. You know what I mean? Coming in, you get arrested at the airport. They take you straight to the immigration deport. You know what I mean? Deportation center, just like all these Mexicans and all these immigrants go through. So I was gonna name my album after that.
That's what's
I
up,
already
bro.
have
That's
like 40 songs. I have 40 songs recorded, and I was thinking about dropping the album. The plan was to go back. I had to do an African tour this December, but I couldn't because of my situation. But I had to go do the official launching from Johannesburg, South Africa, all the way to Nigeria and Ghana and Cameroon. And while coming back, at I had to stop in Europe for a little bit, see my little brother who's a rapper too in the UK. He's doing his thing. So I haven't left America since I came here. I feel like I'm trapped. I need to travel. I need to leave for a little bit. I need to go outside, see the world, and yeah,
yes, sir. Yes,
a new
sir. Oh,
experience.
okay. So you got a clothing line too, right?
I got a clothing line, my Siani Clothings, and
Mm-hmm.
my logo is inspired from the Bamileke people. I'm originally a Bamileke. My dad is a Bamileke. And to give you a quick history about the Bamileke people, they were originally from Kimit,
Okay.
Egypt, the real Egypt.
The
So yeah,
real
they were the
Egypt.
real Egyptians. Yeah, those are my people. So they got
Talk about it.
after the Arabs invaded Egypt and
Mm-hmm.
the Egyptians, the black Egyptians, the original Egyptians, a lot of them fled southward through the River Nile. They went all the way down South Africa. Some towards East Africa, like after Ethiopia, and so my people they came from Egypt and they settled in present day Cameroon, and they are the Bamileke people. So my logo is inspired from the village. My my great great grandmama, she was a princess,
Oh, okay.
and so my granddaddy they ran away from the village and they settled in a city called Victoria, and they
Mm-hmm.
gave birth to my granddaddy and my daddy, and but their mama was a princess, and they never went back to the village. So now that I'm grown and I know myself and I identify myself, I want my logo to be able to represent my people. And my clothing line should be like a statement to be able to identify my people. Because we are more than just Africans, bro. Everything started in Africa, bro. We hip hop too. We salsa. We whatever, however you want to bring it, bro. So the clothing line is like a statement, just exposing or like trying to identify who I am and what I think in fashion. I'm doing clothes right now only, but I want to do sneakers someday like Kanye. I've had a whole lot of icons that I look up to like Master P. He's killing, man. He's a businessman. I admire him a lot. I like yeah, of course I said Kanye already. Kanye does his thing. I like Diddy. I like Rick Ross because they are all business minded and they're all about making that money and making a legacy for their family and about ownership, which is
Don't
something to
forget
admire. So
about
my
Stunner.
clothes, it's come
Don't
on,
forget
bro. You
about
already
Stunner.
know the big boss, Birdman. You already know Batman. I know he's been he's been laying low for a minute, but I know he's up to something. You know what I mean? He's the baby, bad. Don't play.
Diesel.
Don't put some respect on my name. Boy.
You understand me? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You hear me? So, with the clothes, right? Was that the plan, or did
Yeah,
that just come out of you already being the artist?
I'm a stylist guy. You know, I like clothes. I like nice clothes. And so many times I go to the mall, I see clothes, and I'm like, oh, this looks nice, but I think it will look better if you do something different. What about you do this, and what about you do that? And I started small. I started buying like normal t-shirts and just putting my logo on it, a little bit of twist collar, and it has a different swag to it. And I put my logo on it. Yeah, that was years ago. Because right now we're in a whole different level. We're doing the production from scratch. We have an Italian and a Pakistani the designer who works with us, and we do the best quality, high quality. I owe you one, man. Just send me and make sure you send me your address so I could send over some. I know it's pretty, send you some clothes, some hoodies and some
I'll
stuff
wear
for
that.
you.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
wear.
so
I'm gonna wear the fuck
I
out
know you
that shit
will.
too. You hear me? I'm gonna wear
I
the
know you
fuck out
will.
it too.
I
You
know.
understand? And look, I
Yeah.
appreciate you. And before we finish, before we continue with the interview, let me give you your flowers, black man. Great job, black man. You heard me? Great job.
Respect, my boss. Respect, my brother. Let the universe bless you. I see what you're doing. Keep doing it. You know what I mean? There's so many voices that need to be heard, and I promise you, they are always watching. Yeah,
I
so they're
appreciate
watching
you.
you
I
too.
appreciate that. Oh, I know. I know. But you
That's
just
yep.
dropped the winter line, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You want to get into that about your winter line?
Um. Listen. So it's out, and I have people trying to buy,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't want to. I don't want to start selling yet because I'm doing a magazine next year, our first official magazine. So I do. We have a photo shoot on the day after Christmas on Monday. It's gonna be a big photo shoot. I'm having some models come over. We're gonna do like the first official photo shoot for the clothes, this collection, this winter collection, and it's really nice, bro. I have stuff that we didn't have, we've never produced before. I have. Just check the website, man. Go to cnentertainment.com/designer clothing. You'll see the collection we have, and make sure you drop at the store and grab something for yourself and use the promo code FAM Club, FAMCLUB, FAM Club, and you get a 20% discount.
20%? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So is the entertainment business everything you thought it would be, or is there some surprises?
Uh, I've grown. Back in the early days, you expect a lot and you think it's gonna come overnight, and you just trying to get hurt. But when you grow, you realize that music is priceless and it doesn't expire. It's gonna live forever. So you wanna do songs that age with time, and
Mm.
you wanna also have some ownership. Keyword ownership. You feel
Ownership.
me? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
I
sir.
own 100% of my music and my clothes and everything. And I know I've been going a lot slower than I would like to because I haven't reached out yet to any big record label or any investors. I'm just doing my thing by myself, and I am
Good job, black
honored to
man.
say
Good job,
I am
black man.
honored to say I own 100% of CN Entertainment, CN Clothing, GMT, or CNE. I'm signed to my own record label, and I sign other artists. I do
All
talent
right, so you are your
management.
masterpiece yourself then, right?
I told you, I'm learning. I told you,
Yeah.
I'm learning.
Good good job, black man. Good job, black man. I
Yeah.
really fucking what you doing, your whole movement. the reason behind your movement. You're very proud of where you're from. You're very proud to be black. Good job, black man. Great job.
Yep.
Great
Thank
job.
you. Appreciate you, man. Let me
It's
take this
all
time
good.
to really give like put out some game to the youngins out there, especially the
And
minority. I know you always have dreams, you have things you're trying to do. Write it down. You need a vision board and a time, you want to set up a time for whatever you want to do, and you want to have a source of income, so you want to have a job. I don't care where you work at. It could be McDonald's, security, you could be doing Uber, but you want to have a source of income to fund your dreams. You want to do some research. You want to do some education. You want to learn whatever business you're trying to do. You want to get as much information about it before you get into it. So you might even find you like a mentor. If you're lucky, you have a mentor. You work with them for a year or two for free just to learn the game, how to jump the ropes. You want to be patient. The best things don't come overnight. Like diamond, it's gotta be
mm,
built slowly.
mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Having some type of technical difficulty. You heard me? Somebody probably calling his phone. Beep. That was good. You
Yeah,
back?
I'm back.
It's all good. It's all good. Oh, you was
Can you hear?
giving the little one some.
Can you hear me?
You yeah, I can hear you. You was giving the little one some game. You heard me?
Yeah. So you want to learn, you want to get as much information as you need. You want to do your research, and then with the source of income that you have, you want to start investing. You want to make the right moves. If you don't get as much information, you're not guaranteed to make the move. So you want to get as much
Mm-hmm.
information as you need, and you want to do it the right way. You want to do the right paperwork. You know what I mean? Especially like, man, when you have anything to do with the government, you have to do it right. Get the right paper, taxes, all that stuff, because you don't want them coming back to you in the future. You might get away with something right now, but you don't know. Maybe 10 years from now, you popping, and they bring you some. You know what I mean? And for every way that you could make some fast money off the street, off some criminal shit, whatever you're doing, I'm not judging you. There's two ways that you could do it legally. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of like online marketing, IT programs, tech programs. It's a lot of businesses and programs to help small businesses. You could be a truck driver, you could own a mobile mobile car wash or whatever you're doing, man. Don't only just put in the work and believe in yourself and try to do the right moves, do your research and do it. You know what I mean? Be your own boss. But for you to be your own boss, a good boss, you have to be a good servant. If you can serve, you can lead. So humble yourself,
Mm.
learn, get you someone you can learn from, and put in the work. Invest in yourself. Get it, bro. Get it.
That's some gems. Drop them gems, Jake. Drop them gems, Jake. You hear me? So
You,
in
you
your
already
opinion,
know.
baby, what's the best thing about what you do?
Yeah, it's the freedom. I do what I want to do when, how. Because right now, my only bosses is my supporters. Maybe God first,
Mm.
but my support. I don't have no record label to please. I'm only about pleasing my supporters, my fans, fan club. So I have the freedom to do whatever I want to do, how I want to do it, when I want to do it, if, you know, and it's a beautiful thing. I could express
Yes,
myself
sir.
how I want. I could release a song when I want. I could do a video. I could do whatever I want. That's me. That's my creativity. I have zero influence from any record label or any exec or any sponsor. And I'm enjoying the freedom.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yep.
sir. Yes, sir. Okay. So all right, let's take this gumbo pot, right? Let's give me all the ingredients that you need for a successful uh um you know um music entertainment. Whatever. Entertainer period.
Yeah. Number one. Number one. Gratitude. You have to be grateful because nobody owes you anything.
Hashtag
You feel
grateful.
me? So if your friend or your family or your brother, whoever, to come and support you, because sometimes success get into people's head. They think they are above everybody else. Boy, celebrities are just like me and you, bro. The regular people, bro. So you have to be very humble because you who you are because of your fans. They bring you up. So you have to be humble. If your fan is reaching out to you, reach out to the back, say hi. If they meet you on the street, be humble. You know, three, you have to be consistent. You have to. Whatever you want to do when you do good research and you know and you sure that's what you want to do, just stay on it. It might not work overnight, but just stay in there. You know what I mean? Whatever innovation you're making, it should be on the same thing. Don't wake up today and you're flipping burgers and then tomorrow you're doing that. No. Whatever. I don't care if you're doing 10 things, be consistent. Don't leave it halfway. You have to finish your project, you know? So, but yeah, basically, those are the main keys, bro. You have to
Yes,
be
sir. Yes, sir.
grateful, humble, consistent.
You ever
Yep,
thought
and
about
patient.
giving
It
it
takes
up?
patience.
You ever thought about giving
What
the
about what?
entertainment shit up?
How can I, bro? It's part of me, man. Even if I wanted to, I can't. Because the
Mm.
best part of it, I don't even share it with the world. Like my best freestyles when I'm driving, I'm on there doing a freestyle. I'm like, oh my God, I wish I could share this with the world. I'm like, oh my God, someone should listen to us. So I can't. Like, even if without the money or without any, I don't, bro, I can't. Even if I wanted to, bro, because that's my life. I'm driving around, all I'm doing some music or I'm singing or I'm designing the clothes because I'm into tech too. I'm an IT guy too. You know, I
Mm-hmm.
code and I build websites and other stuff, but I can't stop even if I wanted to, bro. You know,
Mm.
so I don't see myself ever giving up because it's a lifestyle. It's part of me. If I decide to share with the world, that's cool. But most of the time, I don't even share everything with the world. The best art is the one that it just happens. You just it's a moment thing. It's like, oh, we should have recorded that. Oh, I like this. Oh, so I can't stop, bro. You know, it's not about the money. It's just about the lifestyle, and this is like food to my soul. This is how I talk to my
Mm.
inner. I don't want to say my inner whatever, inner spirits or whatever feed my soul through the music, through the sound, the melody, the messages, the words got power and all that, man. So I can't.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's the most
Tremendous, bro.
important lesson that you learned from entertainment?
Man, people gonna disappoint you, bro. So you have to have like a tough skin. You feel me? And you don't have to take it personal. You know, if you really want to do something, just do it. If you can do it yourself, do it. I'm gonna break it down this way. Like an entertainment. Let's say you want to do something right. You know what I mean? And you want to do a video, and you need a bouncer, and you absolutely, or let's say you need a model, and you absolutely
Mm.
need two girls on set that they absolutely have to be there. I'm not gonna go for a friend or a girl that I know. I'll go for a professional model who's paid because I know you will be there on time. Because usually, if
Mm.
you want to go for a favor on a friend or a sister, what if they don't show up? What if they come on set and what if they don't want to do what you want them to do? Or what if they got their own something came up or their babysitter never showed? Whatever, man. So you will be disappointed so many times. Don't take it personal. What if you go for a show and nobody comes to the show? Or what if it's canceled? Or what if someone who made you a promise to invest and did, so you'll be disappointed a lot. So don't take it. If you have a soft skin, it could just make you forget and just give up. Be like, I can't do this no more. I ain't doing it. No, but you got to remember you're doing it for yourself. You know? Yeah. So the entertainment industry comes with quite some disappointment, but you have to take it like a blessing and keep going. Keep
Mm.
going. There's no stopping, man. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's okay from knowing what you know now? What's the most important piece of advice that you could give the younger you just starting out in the entertainment business?
Stay out of trouble.
Yes.
A lot of
Yes,
time,
sir.
these young guys
Yes, sir.
so they suffer from a lot of peer pressure. A lot of boys on themselves by themselves, they are harmless. But if you put them around two or three other guys who got maybe a common, you know what I mean, idea, they become dangerous. So you know you want to watch out for the crowd you keep, the company you keep, because I could tell a lot about you just by looking at two or three of your friends. And you want to ask yourself this question: how much do you think you're worth? How much? I don't care if you don't have a dollar in your pocket. Still, how much do you think you're worth? Do you want to throw away your life on some crazy crime or something stupid that will leave you, and you might end up in jail over some crazy thing that you have potential to do something better? You know how much talent is in jail? How many
Mm-hmm.
kids who could be basketballers, entrepreneurs, scientists, but they were hanging out with the wrong crowd. I understand it's not easy, man. I know we on this street, and sometimes you have to do what you have to do, and people trying to eat, people starving. But it's all about what you want. How much do you value yourself? How much?
Yes.
Stay out of trouble, man. If you know you can play basketball, or if you know you're smart, or if you know you're in school, or if you know you got talent, or whatever you got going on, stay in it. Stay out of trouble, bro. For any, I don't think about any crime. Any fast money you could make illegally, doing some crime, dumb stuff, you could do it legally, bro. So how about you do it
Mm.
legally, where you could spend your money and have some peace, and you don't have to go to have no problems with the law, and just stay out of trouble, man. Watch the company you keep. You don't need five bad friends. If you let me say you're in your early 20s, find a mentor. Find someone who you admire, who does what you think you want to do in future. Someone who's a big homie who got his stuff going on. And just learn from him. Just gonna be like, hey, big homie, can I come work for you 2 hours a week or 5 minutes a day or whatever? Can I help you do? Do you need my services? Is there anything I can do to help? So while you helping, you're learning. Stay out of trouble, bro. We don't need more brothers in jail. We don't. You know?
Yes. Yes, sir. Okay. Define your style of music.
Okay. So I was suffering from some identity crisis because I do different music for different people and like different vibe. Like I got music for Americans, which is gonna be like trap, rap, hip hop, R&B, or whatever. But I also have music for Africans, which could be Afrobeat, dance hall, a little bit of Makosa on Cameroon, you see? So my style of music could be something fusion, man. I don't know. Cocktail, like, I don't know, bro. It's a combination of everything because I do it in different languages, different. Like, you could listen to two of my songs and you wouldn't even tell it's the same artist. You'd be like, God, it's the same person? Like, yeah, it's the same person. So, you know, I'll let my fans to define my style someday. I just let them, whatever they say, we're gonna go with it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, so for the new viewers and the potentially new listeners, right? What can we expect when we go check out your music?
Something different, man. Something different, man. Something that's gonna make you wanna see some more. You should
Mm,
definitely check it out yourself because I have music for like every race, crowd, demographics, vibe, environment. So it's gonna be like a roller coaster.
right. Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Yes, sir. So at what point did you sit back and say, I made it? Or have you had that point yet?
Hello?
Yeah,
I didn't get
all
the
right.
question.
Uh,
At what part?
at what at what part did you sit back and say, "Damn, I made it," or have you had that point in your career yet?
I went to the club and I saw two girls wearing my clothes. They don't even know me. So I went and stood right beside them, thinking they might even know me. They didn't know me. You know what I mean? I don't know how they got it. They probably bought it from the online store. I don't remember selling to them, but I'm like, oh, okay. And I was like,
Yeah.
told one of them, I'm like, I like your shirt. She's like, thank you. And I'm like, where can I get it? She's like, you can't. I'm like, where can I get mine? She's like, you can't get it nowhere else. And I was like, oh, that's amazing. So I felt like, okay, I'm doing something, you know. And one another day, there was this day I just got to the gas station. I woke up early in the morning. I was looking a little bit crazy. I just ran to the gas station to buy me some cigars, sweet cigarillos.
Yeah.
And man, I walk into this white man and his son. They're like, "Oh my God! Oh, I see your music. I love your music, man. I like the way you blah 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 blah." And the song they were even referring to was a song called Tingaling. It's like a dance hall song.
Mm-hmm.
Tingalingaling, one time sting. And they're like, my son watches this. I'm like, oh.
Right. 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 Okay. So
Great. And when I came, and my biggest
good.
fan is my little nephew.
Mm-hmm.
He likes my song and he sings songs. And when I realized that, I've started being more conscious for my lyrics. I started paying attention to exactly what I'm saying. So I'm like, yeah, nah, I can't say it is. So,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. So look.
yup.
Um, how important is it? Speak on how important is it for originality, authenticity, and to be yourself.
Okay. First of all, you have to understand that people grow. You feel me? People grow. The person you were last year is not the same person you are right now. That doesn't mean that person you were wasn't authentic. The person you were wasn't authentic.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be able to speak from your mind. That's why I came about like talking about influence, the influence of the people around you, the people, your environment, and the experiences you face. Because two people can go through the same thing, but if they have to recount that story, it's not going to be the same. The experience will be completely different. So you want to be able to listen to yourself. Like, is that your voice? You want to be original from your environment, from your current experience, or from what you've been through. You know, and being an artist, when you are bigger than just a musician, you realize that. And I'm writing scripts and movies, and and I did drama, and you realize that music, the writer could be writing about someone else, and he's talking about second person, and first person and singular.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends where you're standing from and what opinion. Okay, for instance, they can come and be like, can you tell me everything you like about a Mercedes Benz?
Mm-hmm.
You will list everything you like about it. It doesn't mean there's nothing you don't like about it.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So yeah, and if you don't like anything about it, it doesn't mean you're not original. So you have to be able to identify yourself. Who are you? Who exactly are you? Who is your audience? Who is listening to you? Who's trying to be like you? Who do you learn from and where? Once you identify yourself and you're able to embrace yourself, then you stay true and original, man. Because nobody can do you better than you.
Mm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you had a choice, right? Who are three mainstream artists that you would feature on the song with? Answer that question. I gotta put the charger on the phone.
Okay. Mainstream artists. I like to do a song with Missy Elliott.
Mm-hmm.
She's a badass.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson and maybe Jay-Z, bro. I would say Kanye. But me and Kanye, we already connect on the clothing line and the cloth and the fashion.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say Jay-Z. He's a beast, man. He's like a god in this on this mic, bro. He's something else. Yeah, so I like Missy
Yes.
Elliott. She doesn't do a lot of music anymore, but I love her. I love Janet Jackson. Hello. Yeah, she's incredible, amazing, beautiful, you know. And
I want to see you on the song with Kendrick.
Jay-Z.
I want to see you on the song with Kendrick.
Oh,
Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick is a lyrical. He's something else. He is
I
something
think
else.
y'all
He
would.
should be in it like it. Mm,
I think
Kendrick.
y'all would make a big
Kendrick's
song.
lyrics, you could actually like decipher them. You know, I love Kendrick, man, from the time from way when he came out, and all his songs have always been, you know, Kendrick does a lot of research for his music. If you listen to his rhymes and his lyrics and what he
Mm-hmm.
puts in his songs, just know he knows what he's saying. He's a very smart individual. I pay a lot of attention and respect to Kendrick. Like salute,
Shout out to
for
Kendrick.
real.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so look, uh,
While
when you
we
see
at
something,
this, I
go
want to
ahead.
show you guys. You know what this is? They call it Bita Cola. You can look it up on Google. You remember the time Mick Mill was saying he had stomach problems?
Mm-hmm.
This is what he said. He ate one of these right here, and he made him feel better. So
Mm-hmm.
we always having stuff. So why the reason I'm saying this is because I want to encourage all my brothers to stay
Mm-hmm.
connected to the motherland. You know, because that's where everything, that's the source of everything. We have a lot of natural medication and good stuff that could really help you. And you want to just go, if possible, once in your life, just go to Africa, take off your shoes and just walk on just step on mama. You feel me? Just connect to mama. Eat some food from mama. So this right here, I got this sent from Africa like a week or two ago. It cleans up your stomach. It does a whole lot of cool stuff, bro. It has at least, just look it up. Bitter cola.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna say bitter, like bitter. In Africa we call it bitter cola. You
Big guy.
know. So this right, actually have to peel it off and eat it. Even like the old people, like when you eat this right here and you drink a bottle of Guinness, man, for the old people, you don't need no Viagra, bro. Your thing
Mm.
gonna be hard all night.
You hear me? Yes, sir. So, from hold up. I hope everybody is having a two Nola afternoon. You heard me? Cause I am. You know what I'm saying? He dropping some gems, y'all. Y'all gotta pay attention. You know what I'm saying? He talking
And
about y'all.
that's my girl calling me, man. She probably gonna call again. So yeah, I peeled it off. When you peel it off, it looks like this.
Mm-hmm.
But I promise you, it tastes nasty. Mm.
It's nasty.
It tastes really nasty, but the body likes it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Kills all that toxins and all that waste in your stomach. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay, so with an entertainment industry filled with so many different artists, right? When we as potentially new listeners, what can we expect from your music that's different than what we're hearing right now?
Okay. Some new collabo. I've never been home since I came here, so I'm trying to go back home, even for a little bit, you know. So I'm looking to work with some African artists. They're like the Kenfo community that come home like that. They think we outcasts. They think like we sold out. So they're like, come back home, man. So I want to go do songs with some artists back home. But in America, I'm open. I have some songs that I wrote. I need a female artist with a beautiful voice. I already have one under my label. But if I have a girl who has a little like an accent, maybe a Jamaican or like you know what I mean, any accent but American for the song that I wrote, it would be good. If I had it my way and they asked me who do you want to do a song with, I'll say Drake right now. Drake is the thing. You know,
He
Drake is
got it.
out here
He
and
got it
everybody
on
fuck with
lock. You
him.
got to give it to Drake, bro. He got it on lock right now.
Yeah.
He got it on lock right now. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, before we get out of here, right? The talk to the little ones
Yeah.
about culture, knowing the importance of knowing yourself, and the importance of touching back with the motherland. For stuff like you just told us with the bitter man. What's it called?
Yeah.
Yeah. Before we get up out of here, right?
What was that?
Before we get out of
Yeah.
here, right? Talk to the youngsters, right?
Hmm.
About the importance of knowing yourself, being at one with nature, from like stuff like the bitter mean. That's what it's called. And staying true to oneself. You hear me?
I have a song that I wrote recently, and while I'm doing the photo shoot, the day after Christmas, I'll use that song. And the title of the song is "Born This Way." I was born this way, and the reason the song is for people who are not happy with who they are, like especially in America, because of what they see on social media. It gives them an illusion, fake reality of the standards of beauty standards. So a lot of people are not really happy with who they are. They think they're not pretty enough. They think they're too fat. They think they're too short. They don't love themselves. That's why you see women bleaching their body, doing plastic surgery to do some crazy shit to change their look. But for the people who can't afford it, that song was for them. You just have to love who you are. I was born this way, you know. That's what my mama they be born me. That's what my papa they be born me. But I can't change. I can't change. So basically it was for people who are not really happy with themselves, who have some type of conflicts. So I'm trying to encourage them to love their nature. So this is the same thing I'm telling the youngins, man. Know yourself, love yourself, and embrace yourself. Another person's opinion of you doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter what someone else say about you or thinks about you. All that matters is who do you think of yourself? Who are you? Nobody knows you better than you know yourself. You know what I mean? So love yourself because it can never they can only be one of you. There's no such thing as um don't follow this normal beauty standards. I don't care if you're fat. I don't care if you're I don't care how you look. Your race or your I don't care. Your mama thinks you're pretty. Your mama thinks you're beautiful. You are. And God thinks you are. The universe loves you. If you go to the park and you feed a squirrel, they're gonna feed off your hand. So the universe loves you. So don't be don't feel depressed and don't hate yourself and don't go around being like, I don't love how I was born. I wish I was born white or black or Asian or tall or sleek. Love yourself, embrace yourself, respect yourself for real, because no one else will do it like you will. So don't try to be anything else. Don't sell yourself for less. Yep.
Yes, sir.
And like I said earlier,
Jim,
stay out of trouble.
Jim.
Yes, sir.
All right, before we get out of here, shout your people out. Leave your social media sites, all platforms that your songs on, whatever songs out, what you got coming out, whatever clothing you got coming out for the line. Before we get out of here, let them know about you. You heard me?
Yep. Yo, okay. So I go by the name Jean Tior, like Jean Dior. Yeah, you know what I mean? Jean Tior Sieni. And all my platforms carry my same name, JINTIOR SIENI, Jean Tior Sieni. And my website is sienientertainment.com. And if you go to my website, you will see a lot about me. You'll see my clothing line, and you'll see the online store, and you'll have the latest news. When you get to the website, you should join our fan club, so you could get all the latest details and news and releases coming from us. Um, we drop in a magazine on Valentine's Day of next year. That was the day my mom died. My mom passed away on Valentine's Day. So I will be releasing our first official CN Entertainment magazine with a whole lot of collection. And I was trying to get into collaboration with more top designers. I don't want to give any names, but they've worked with Fendi and did some projects with Prada. So I'm trying to get more exposure, get in the market, make the world know what I'm about. And I'm releasing my album Illegal Alien before next summer, and plan my trip back to Africa. I have to go to Africa, man. Yeah, I'll be in Europe next July. I have a little thing to handle in Germany next year. So I'll be in Europe. I'll just pick that time and probably go to France and UK. But yeah, the goal is Africa. I want to go and officially launch my brand in Africa and spend some time back home, do some content. It's amazing how much content is unexploited back in Africa. So I want to go in there, and I have some talent. I have some kids that I sponsor. I want to expand CN Entertainment. I'm trying to form a little boys group, just like B2K when they came back, but I want to do like the African version. So it's gonna be like, yeah, I'm trying to sign a female gospel artist back in. I don't care if she's from Europe, America, Africa, but Africans are more into this church thing. So, and I'd rather give them the opportunity, they starve it. So yeah, so basically CN Entertainment is trying to expand and just go deeper.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, sit, bro. I enjoyed. You dropped a lot of gems. I enjoyed you on here, bro. You gotta come back, though. You gotta come back.
I will, man, and I'm gonna send you my clothes and just send me the pic and send me a picture with it, man, so we could put it up on the website and give you a shout out. I appreciate the time you put out for us, man. I see what you're doing. You're trying to lift up brothers and be like a spice to the community, and that extra spice. I see you, bro. So God bless you. I'm standing behind you. You have my personal number. If there's any way you want us to, do anything. Maybe if you want to go to Africa, I'll take you with me. So I can go over there and give you some fufu and give you some beautiful women with big bum bums. Dress you like Michael Blackson. Yeah, so you can go back home and eat some real good food, bro. Breathe some nice air.
I gotta try some of that food from the mother. I gotta try one of them things too, bro. I gotta try one of those, the bitter means. I gotta try one of those, bro.
Bitter cola. Look it up. Even McMill fucks with it, man. Bitter cola.
Bitter cola.
Whole bag of bitter cola. I brought this with me from Florida, man, because I'm gonna be here for like a week. So I got my bitter cola with me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now in Georgia, you dropped a lot of gems, though. Like I said before I get out of here, I'm gonna give you your flowers. You heard me. Good job, black man. on staying true, steady, staying to you, owning everything, 100%, and still staying you, dog. I fuck with that. I fuck with you, and I come to Africa with you. Believe that. You hear me? Keep that number general to Nola the podcast. You keep your body clean.
God bless you, and it's been a pleasure. Anytime, and I hope to see you guys again.
Much love, baby. Thank you, dog. I appreciate you.
Salute.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.